You know why we're here. 7 times. 7 times Amber Heard, Miss Turd, lied under oath. No, I don't know if I can catch it. I don't know if I know what she lied about.
Donated $3.5 million as of today.
Oh, back.
So it's fair to say that she has not donated $3.5 million as of today to the ACLU, true?
That's right.
When you say that Mr. Depp, our client, donated $100,000 to be credited toward Amber Heard, did the ACLU in fact credit that $100,000 toward the $3.5 million Ms. Heard promised to donate to the ACLU?
We do credit it.
Did Ms. Heard direct you to credit it to her account, as it were?
We asked Ms. Heard if we should credit it, and she said that we should.
Can you generally describe for us what you remember about the marks you saw on Mr. Depp?
Yes. What I noticed right away was most of these marks and most of these things.
What I noticed right away is that his accent is amazing. Ugh, jealous of you.
What I noticed right away was most of these marks and most of these things through my training. It's happening in the left-hand side of his face, and it would be scratches on his neck, maybe a fat lip in the corner, maybe a bruising on the eye socket.
That's an orbital socket, sir.
It was getting more regular. As I say, not every week, but it was definitely happening, yeah. If you look at that picture, like I said, on the left-hand side under his eye, there's a swelling. And you see a swelling just on the left-hand side of his nose and under his left eye.
And what do you interpret that swelling to be?
So what do I interpret it as? That's either he's walked into a door or a door's walked into him.
Clever.
Mr. Rottenborn played a clip from an audio recording where Miss Heard told you that you vomit in your sleep a lot. Do you remember that recording?
Yes, I do.
And what's your response to that?
When someone tells you that you vomit, she didn't tell me. I heard it in court. When someone brings up the fact that you vomit in your sleep every night, and, well, at first I think you'd be aware of it. And also, I think the first thing that I would do is seek medical attention.
The first thing I would do is look for the vomit. Where's the vomit at? If I vomited in my sleep, where is it? It's either on the bed next to me or you put it in the trash bin, in which case I'd at least see vomit in the trash bin.
It didn't exist. I'd never vomited in my sleep every night.
While it may seem basic to hear at first, the case that is going on with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, in this particular instance, the defamation case that has been going on for over 2 weeks now, is very much one of truth and lies. To be more specific, Johnny Depp is trying to prove once and for all that Amber Heard has lied to the world at large about the accusations of abuse that she's had tied to him. As of right now, there is no verdict that can be rendered for various reasons. That being said, what has been said both during this trial and previous ones, the UK libel case, proves that she has lied to lawyers and others. We'll break it down for you, but
Bored. Let's go.
before we do that, go ahead and do us a favor from us. Heard and Johnny Depp focus on certain points in time. One of those key incidents was that of them in Australia when Depp was filming Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. But
Why am I talking as if I want to put everyone to sleep in the most boring manner fucking possible? Dude, why are you copying a style of television that's dead?
you might have forgotten that there was another major incident that happened there that dealt with Heard sneaking in her dogs into the country, which was an illegal act, an act that got both her and Depp in trouble, even though Depp was rumored to not even know
Dude, I hate his voice. I'm sorry, I hate your voice. I hate your voice so much. Please stop talking. Please stop talking.
about what happened until it all fell apart. Naturally, Heard denied her part in this, but she later made posts making jokes about her smuggling them in, including, quote, "Some old habits die hard." While in court in London, it was revealed by Kevin Murphy and Kate James that she knew she wasn't allowed to bring the dogs with her and did it anyway, going so far as to threaten Kevin's job. Kevin even admitted to perjury in the London court. She also claimed to have gotten another dog via a rescue that she called Heja. If you don't know, that's Arabic in nature. After the dog chewed on one of her scarves, she called the dog, quote, "a little terrorist." Where's the dog now? We don't know, as the dog was never seen again, which says quite a bit about Amber Heard in the eyes of many.
Holy, how do I put you on 2x and you still speak too slowly and still boring? How are you that boring at the nature of your coal? core, soul, chore. You got chores to do. Get to it.
Terrorist.
Easily one of the biggest things that Amber Heard has tried to convey is the fact that she is a non-violent person. Except if we take Johnny Depp out of the equation, that can be proven false rather easily. Not the least of which is because she was in a previous relationship with a woman named Tasia Van Ree, and it's been noted by many that she was abusive to Tasia in that relationship. So much so that a police officer came and arrested her for hitting her partner. Well, that is a crime. The overall isn't a lie, right? Well, except she claimed that the police officer was homophobic and despised her because she was dating a woman. A terrible thing if it was true. But guess what? The police officer was a lesbian. Amber Heard is bisexual and was even an advocate for the LGBTQ+ community. So that blew up right in Amber's face. If you're wondering why this previous action wasn't brought up in Johnny's case, it might be. But the reason it's not more famous is because she got 2 years of probation for it. There are even rumors that Heard had her legal team erase those previous domestic AB allegations. Let you think that her AB nature was only tied to her more personal relationships. Her former assistant in Kate James had many things to say about her former employee. Furthermore, she was Heard's assistant during the time of the relationship with Depp.
She felt that gave her the right to spit in my face. And there was a witness in the apartment at that time, by the way. The handyman, Hector Galindo, he was so mortified. He was so embarrassed to hear her speaking to me like that.
In the defamation case that is currently going on, she had plenty to say. Her mother was terrified of her. James recalled, her poor sister was treated like a dog that you kick. Heard, she said, would bombard her with text messages, sometimes beginning as early as 2 a.m. during one confrontation over James's salary.
Can't you also say as late as 2 a.m.? I'm still awake at 2 a.m. and 3.
Heard alleged
and 4.
Allegedly went berserk. She leapt up out of her chair, put her face approximately 4 inches from my face. She was spitting in my face, telling me how dare you ask me for the salary you're asking for, recalled the ex-staffer, who was later fired. Apparently, Heard also used James's son as a prop to try and convey a maternal side to the media and to Johnny himself. Arguably the biggest lie in regards to her AB tendencies, though, is not surprisingly the one that has to do with what she did and didn't do with Johnny Depp. Because throughout this whole case, the one thing that Amber Heard has done, all she could to enforce, is that she's never been AB to Johnny Depp. And yet between witness testimonies and the audio clips that have been played for the court to listen to, we know that's a lie, including one clip that Johnny Depp has been trying to get played in court for years. It's a recording of them in an argument after a key fight in their relationship, and Amber very clearly says that she hit Johnny but didn't punch him. She even tries to enforce that she hit him multiple times but never punched him, and even explained the difference between the two.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
Oh, you told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the thing.
You figured it out.
And you said, no, I didn't. What are you talking about? And I watched you lie. And then
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. I was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, even a lot of fights have been around a long time. You know, yeah.
No, we can have a close
You didn't get...
Why does Depp sound like a young Paul McCartney? Don't tell me what it's like. I can't do it. Never mind.
Punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here thinking about it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're a baby. You are such a baby. Grow the up, Johnny. I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did, so I had
because,
to get out of it.
yes, you did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You are admirable.
She also went on to note that she started the fight against Depp that resulted in the beating, and when he tried to call her out about it, she called him a baby. Other witnesses recall Heard basically stalking Depp at times and being near hysterical when she tried to get him to do what she wanted. Depp's own security guard took pictures of Depp after he was allegedly hurt by Amber, and the list goes on. So if she never hurt Depp, that's a lot of people lying, saying that she did. Another one of the most important elements of Amber Heard's claims and testimony is that she was bruised constantly by Depp and showed them off to friends, family, everyone. But if you actually ask those people, most won't say they saw bruising, including a doctor that treated both Depp and Heard, Heard's former assistant that we talked about earlier, a neighbor who Heard had a good relationship with, and more. In fact, just about everyone who has testified so far has noted that Johnny and Amber did get—
Sorry, my eyes are glazing over that dude's voice. Jesus Christ, like, just get the robot, do the AI to, that's what I hear when this dude's talking.
Get into verbal fights with one another all the time, but none ever saw Amber Heard get physically struck by Depp. Now, yes, technically that would be understandable if it only happened in private, like say in their home or bedroom, but Heard has made it seem as though he was not only AB to her in certain public places, but that everyone knew about what he did to her, and yet such evidence has not been presented to state that is true. This one is honestly both funny and ironic, but trust us when we say it matters in the long run. During the opening statements of the defamation case, Amber Heard's lawyer stated that to cover up the bruises that were put on her by Johnny Depp, she would use various kinds of makeup. One of the kits that her lawyers used as proof was one that was made by the brand Milani, which they presented to the jury in those opening statements. And that's when things started to get really interesting. The company, Milani, posted a TikTok video from their page that refutes what Heard's attorney was selling, writing, "You asked us. Let the record show that our correcting kit launched in 2017, adding a hypercut video digging up the deets on the kit's launch, December 2017.
There's one thing you can expect from me, and that's the unexpected. Cause I'm an international super spy. Super spy!
Oh, I have one of those color circles. I never learned how to use it. I also didn't hit myself enough. Zing!
Now, if you believe a friend of Amber Heard, this is nothing more than a company using opportunity. Ms. Heard's lawyer was using an example of the kind of makeup that she used, but it's a sad day when a makeup company uses that as an opportunity to make light of what victims of DV have to do to hide the results of the AB they endure. Trust us when we say that's not what Milani was doing at all. No company would do that unless they had a death wish. All they were doing was pointing out the facts of the matter. And the fact is that this particular brand of makeup didn't exist when Amber Heard claimed to have used it. Could this be a harmless...
I know I've said it enough, but I have not said it enough. This might be the worst voiceover I've ever heard. Sorry. How would he say it? This could be the worst voiceover I've ever heard. Jesus, I just want to like stab myself in the eye, even though I listen through my ears and not my eye holes.
Mistake? Possibly. It also should be noted that the lawyer didn't specifically say, quote, the Milani concealing kit in the opening statements. But here's the twist on that. The lawyer, through Amber, still used that case as the visual element to get people to think about what Amber may have done to cover up her bruises. And given the nature of this case and how it needs to be one of precise details, which honestly got Johnny in some hot water himself when he was cross-examined recently, you have to wonder why they didn't make sure that the one they presented was indeed one that she used. We'll likely never know, but it was technically a lie. And if she's lying about the makeup brand and type she used, what else could she be lying about? And there you go, everyone, to look at the confirmed times that Amber Heard has lied to various people and what...
Dude, I hate his voice so much. We're done here. I really enjoyed the first-ish percent. That dude's voice, can't do it. I hate my own voice. And hearing myself recorded, I hate that too. But I finally found a voice I hate more than hearing my own recorded. And it's that overdubber, talking in this up and down type of manner. And I'm going to say something, and then I'm going to come down with my voice. And I'm going to say something else stupid, and then come down with my voice. And you will know that I'm still talking because it's basically like a roller coaster. I'm going up and then down at all the points in my phrases. And that is the way I talk. No one talks that way. Whoever did that voiceover work, put that dude on trial.